I knew Batman was cooked. Bane hit him with the patented police officer pose. And if y'all didn't know, police officers do this pose for one simple reason. It's comfortable. So at this point, Batman should have known this was a bad idea. But even before the fight, Alfred told this man, Batman, you're washed and this nigga is on steroids. Do not fight him. And the thing about Alfred, he's always going to tell Batman how it is. No sugarcoating or nothing. Because for the past 8 years, Batman has been retired. But Bane, on the other hand, was just casually completing special op missions. Like nobody who actually cares about their well-being puts themselves as a hostage so they can hijack a moving plane. Nobody cared who I was till I put on the mask. Like bro was role-playing as a hostage on a moving plane with no parachute just to get off some banger quotes. Younger me was watching this whole scene thinking to myself, am I finally about to see somebody jump out the plane right before it crashes to negate the fall damage? But Bane's goons do something even wilder. They fly a bigger plane over the hijacked plane and attach hooks to it so they can control the plane. Now I see why Ra's al Ghul banished this man. He really was too extreme. But Batman, being a billionaire, said fuck that, I'm about to do a money spread on this nigga, and they ran a fade. Worst decision of his life. Every punch Batman was landing on Bane legit looked like a pillow strike, and every punch Bane landed on Batman looked like it was being thrown by Matt from Boxing. And the thing I really liked was how everybody respected the fair ones. Bane's goons showed no interest in jumping in, even when Batman was winning the fight. But what I don't respect was how Batman turned the lights off and proceeded to get his ass beat even more, and eventually getting the backbreaker of hell in front of Catwoman. Now I understand why Batman was always playing Tom and Jerry with Joker. Was Joker dangerous? Of course. But would he whoop his ass in front of the bitches like Bane? Absolutely not. Like how you gonna call yourself the Dark Knight, call your go-to play in isolation,
ISO, yeah, I already told you what that is.
and proceed to get cooked while Bane is just dropping quotes on your head top that he found on Pinterest. Oh, you think darkness is your ally? You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, molded by it. So after Bane whoops Batman's ass, he throws him in prison and basically tells him, you're either gonna go through this training arc or you're gonna watch Gotham get taken over live on television. So Batman of course chooses the training arc, but first he has to get his back fixed. And this is really where you see how bad Bane blew this man's back out, because one of the prisoners has to punch his vertebrae back into place and then puts him in this contraption so his back can heal. Like I understand this is probably the most underfunded prison in the world. They're literally in a pit, but you can't tell me you haven't seen better back adjustment videos on Instagram Reels. And them dudes just be doing it for the views. But that's only the beginning, cause now he has to escape the pit, which he fails multiple times. All Batman wanted to do was run his fade with Bane, and now he gets thrown into an only up minigame. That's tough. And I'm not gonna lie, this prison is full of a lot of real ass niggas, cause everybody was cheering for him to make that climb. Just cheering on his success, not expecting anything in return. That's real as fuck. But one thing I didn't realize when I watched this movie, it took Batman 5 months to make it back to Gotham. Just another reason why nobody should ever live in Gotham. Cause you're telling me for 5 months Bane and his goons had Gotham excommunicated from the rest of the world? Yeah, the rent can't be that cheap. But once Batman makes it back to Gotham, there's a free-for-all going on between the police and Bane's goons. And in the midst of all the fighting, Batman pulls up on Bane, ready to run his fade back. But before I even talk about the fight, can we just recognize how beautiful this is? While Bane and Batman are about to get into their uninterrupted fair ones, everybody else is having their own mini ones in the midst of a full free-for-all for Gotham. Say what you want about Gotham, but they respect the ones. But back to the actual fight, Bane starts to fight out, whooping Batman, throwing haymakers. But even though he's winning the fight, you can see by the look on Bane's face, he realizes this ain't the same retired unk he fought in the sewers. This is the Dark Knight. And eventually Batman hits Bane in the face and it loosens his respirator. So he starts tweaking and throwing wild shots, punching walls, missing everything. And that shit really got me thinking, that's a crazy flaw for someone who's in the field as much as Bane. He fights so wild and reckless like he's some unstoppable mutant in this movie. Whole time dude is on a respirator. So Batman uses that to his advantage and Spartan kicks this man through the double doors.
This is Sparta!
And look at this man Bane's face. This is the face of a man who not only knows they're cooked, but knows that they're getting cooked in front of their girl. At least when Batman got his back blasted by Bane's back blaster ultimate finishing move, it was just in front of a girl Batman had no relations with. Bane just got Spartan kicked and kicked down a staircase in front of his girlfriend. You know Ra's al Ghul's daughter just got the ick watching that all go down. And you know shit's getting real when they changed the ratio format of the movie, like we just got thrown into a cutscene. But what Batman didn't know was the girl he handed the weapon to was really Bane's girl, and most importantly, Ra's al Ghul's daughter. So while Batman is interrogating Bane, he gets stabbed. Being backdoored by two different females in one movie is crazy. And now Talia leaves Bane and Batman alone and gives Bane simple instructions: leave Batman alive so I can set out the detonator and he can blow up with the rest of Gotham. And she must not know who her boyfriend is, because leaving Batman tied up and vulnerable to be killed in front of Bane is like leaving a T-bone steak in your room with your dog. Bro even looks like a pit bull. So after waiting a couple minutes, Bane can't resist and tries to blow Batman's head off with a double barrel shotgun. Just another example to why you should never embarrass a man in front of his girl, or it will lead to situations like this. The whole movie, Bane was willing to fight with Batman hand to hand, but the second he got kicked down a flight of stairs in front of his girl, he has his goons jumping into fights to save him, and he's using a double barrel shotgun. What happened to the fair ones? But Bane gets instant karma for breaking the rules and gets blasted by Catwoman's cannon at point blank range.
Y'all know the motherfucking vibe. There's a whole lot of swiddle dilly dance going on. A whole lot of gas moving and mad destruction. I'm trying to go to war with Arnold Schwarzenegger. About bitch, I'm gonna go to nuclear reaction on this bitch. We run around South Central with that fat shit.
And that was it. Bane gets killed off in the movie by Catwoman's Batmobile with a switch. Kinda anticlimactic, but at the same time, bro is literally just wearing a bulletproof vest. He is not tanking Catwoman's Doof Doof 1000. And now with Bane out the way, Batman and Catwoman have to stop the atom bomb from blowing up Gotham. And this is really where you see that this is a Christopher Nolan movie. Explosion, explosion, bigger explosion. Bro really has two different movies where an atom bomb goes off. And shout out to Catwoman, because during the whole car chase scene, Batman is flying and everybody else is in an armored car, while Catwoman is just driving a motorcycle that looks like it was customized in Mario Kart 8. And the funny part is, Catwoman doesn't even like the city of Gotham, so she's not doing this out of the goodness of her heart. She just wants the clean slate device from Batman, and the only way to get it is by partaking in this 200cc race for Gotham. And eventually they get the bomb, but can't deactivate it, so Batman has to fly it away from Gotham and blows up with it. This man really faked his death, got a statue commemorating him in Gotham, turned his mansion into a foster home, moved to a different country, and most importantly, bagged Catwoman. If this doesn't motivate you to go talk to your crush, I don't know what will. Batman got his back broken in front of Catwoman and had to get saved by her, and still, he bagged. This might be the GOAT superhero ending.